Hey, hi everybody. It's Renee Conkey coming to you from Water City Stamping Studio here in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. We're here for our Friday Facebook Live. I'm going to go ahead and share it with the VIS page before we get started so you guys can all find me. And let's refresh this page real quick, and hopefully life works today. And so far so good. Okay, we are good. Yep, there we go. And my hair's kind of sticking up, but whatever. And let's just go ahead so I can see your comments. There we go. All right. Okay, good. You guys are fine. My hair's like sticking up. Whatever. Happy Friday, everybody. I hope you're doing well. Let's see who's popping on. I'm going to give you guys a few minutes before, I get down to the details. We got a little bit of housekeeping. Not much. I have a very fun class for you today. But it will be, I'll dig into it when we start talking about our class, but it's super fun. I'm really, really looking forward to sharing it with you. Hi, Pat. Welcome. Give you guys just a couple minutes. We'll just go ahead and do the housekeeping. If you missed the beginning, just go ahead and start from the top. If you want to scroll through and just get to the stamping, just scroll through. Beauty of Facebook Live, and then when it gets shared onto YouTube is that you can do whatever you want. So anyway, a couple of things. We do have our starter kit special going on yet. That goes on through the end of October. We've never had a starter kit special like this. So if you got a wish list that's very long, think about getting the starter kit. It is $35 and you get to pick out $125 worth of merchandise. Or it's $99 and you get to pick out $165 worth of merchandise. So it's really, really a good deal this time. And that'll go through the end of October. If you have any questions, hi Marsha. If you have any questions, just let me know. I'm happy to help. Join our little Water City stamping team. Actually, it's a growing team, and we do have a lot of fun. So anyway, that is that. And then if you get my emails, you would know, and I'm sure maybe you've seen it from other people too, that we have free shipping for the last 3 days. Today is the last day of free shipping. So with an order of, thank you for sharing, Marsha, and hi, Mary Kay. With an order of $75 or more, you will get free shipping, which is a really good deal. And you're going to save 11% on your order. And you're also going to get your Stampin' Rewards, which is 10% for the next time you go shopping or the next times whenever you want to use it. So it's really, really kind of a nice time to stock up on the seal adhesive, stock up on your card stocks. If there's those a bundle that you just have been kind of on the fence about, now is a good time to get it when you can save extra money, all sorts of things. Think about Christmas presents. We have Christmas. It's coming up fast because I can't believe we are going to be at the end of October next week. So, boy, and once Halloween is over, then it just flies by. So anyway, free shipping will end tonight at 11:59 Central Standard Time. So, get that order in if you need anything. And if you want to send it through me, that's fine too. I'm happy to help, and I'm around. I'm in and out for the rest of the day, but I will be putting in orders yet tonight because I have one of my own that I have to finish up. I always like to stock up with this free shipping. It always makes it feel like I like to shop sales, especially nowadays. Everything has to be on sale for me to shop for it. So anyway, that is it for the housekeeping. I think we're going to go ahead and we're going to talk about my class to go. Now, my class to go is using the Christmas tags and more. It is located on page 15 of your holiday catalog. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and turn the camera down. We're going to go through the class real quick. I have one project to show you today. Very fun. It's a 3D project. It's a bonus project for your class to go. But oh my gosh, I love this class. I love the bright reds and greens of this color, you know, and I think last week we talked about the modern Christmas and the beautiful blacks and whites and golds. I tell you what, and I know I say I love everything, but I pretty much do. I love change and I love doing different things and so many different ways to get your sentiments across for Christmas. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera down and just give me 1 second and we will pop this down so we can see it appropriately, and hopefully this is going to work. I do have my camera in a little bit of a different position, so I am going to wait until it is hooked up to my iPad so I can just make sure that we are all on the same page and I'm not showing you stuff that isn't showing up for you. So 1 quick second. Oh, there's my desk. Don't judge me on my desk. I say that every week also. Okay. Hey, that looks pretty good. That's not too bad. Not too bad at all. We'll put that up here. Okay. So anyway, this is going to be my class to go. Okay. This is the Christmas Tags and More. It's very cool. It is 6x6 paper located on page 15. And it is 6x6 paper that you're going to get a full pack of this. Let me move all this stuff because it's kind of busy here. Let's see. Let's just get this all out of here so I can show you exactly what you're going to get. I just always keep it on my tray because it makes it kind of neat and tidy for me to... Oh, I thought, you know what? I saw this little reflection of this. It looks like a wreath, and I thought, is that a die cut I have on here? Hi, Susie. Is that a die cut I have on here? But no, it's just a reflection, but it looks kind of weird. So anyway, it's 6x6 paper. There's 4 different designs, 2-sided designs in the pretty garden green, let's see, garden green, real red, crumb cake, and basic white, I believe. Oh, soft seafoam, excuse me, soft seafoam. So anyway, there's 2 of each, or excuse me, I'm going to start over. You're going to get a full pack of this paper, 8 sheets of each in each pack. That is awesome. I love that because then you can make the same card over, you know, especially when you're making Christmas cards. You want to make more of one, you know. So anyway, this is the first with the little paper and then the design on one side. We have some ornaments with a crumb cake border and then a soft seafoam kind of little pattern. We have a pretty little plaid, red and green, and seafoam crumb cake plaid, and then a nice little seafoam background. And then, hence the tags and more, we got 6 little tags. And the tags are one thing that I did not get a chance to make. I did not make tags, but you can totally make tags because you're going to have paper left over. Hi, Bonnie. And that pretty little garden green gingham check. And then there's going to be 4 sheets of the laser cuts. Okay, so two of each. So you're going to get the ornaments and the cardinals and more ornaments, candy canes, stockings, you name it, and we're going to be using it because it's awesome. Okay, so you're going to get that full pack of paper. All right, you are going to get in your kit a half a pack of the Traditions of Christmas. I believe that's, there's a sparkly sequins. I can't, I'm kind of trying to blank on the name. I thought they were the Traditions of Christmas sparkly sequins, maybe. I think they are. Anyway, you're going to get a half a pack of those. They are awesome. I think I could use like 5 packs of those. You are going to get a half a bolt of that beautiful real red ribbon, okay, which is awesome at this time of year. And then you are going to get a half a pack of the let's see, let me look what that is exactly called. I'm on the page. The Greetings for You Mixed Ephemera Pack. And I've talked about those last week. Okay, they are the gold ephemera pack. They are sticky on one side. I tend to like to pop up my greetings, so I just leave the things on in the back, but you can totally stick them or you can pop them up. There are 3 sheets. I've used it so much. I don't have a full pack. I apologize. I've used these so much, but there are 3 sheets. So there's 6 sheets in a pack, 2 of each sheet, and you're going to get 3 of the sheets. So you are going to get lots and lots of repetitive Christmas greetings, which is really nice when you're doing your Christmas cards. You want to say season's greetings or 'tis the season more than once. So you are going to get more than one of those greetings. So you're going to get all of that. Oh, and you're also going to get one of each of these pretty little Christmas greeting cards and more. So one in garden green and one in the crumb cake. You will be making a card with this in your kit. If you would like a whole pack, you can, they are $12 and they come in a pack of 10. So if you would like a whole pack, it would just be an extra $10. That's the only add-on I have for this class. The class itself is going to be $38. And if you wanted to add a whole pack of these cards on, otherwise you're going to get one of each with the envelope, it would just be an extra 10. So it's $38 plus shipping if you need it shipped to you. Okay, I'm going to show you all the cards at the end of our session today. And I think we'll just go ahead because I want to show you this fun box in a card in a box in a card 3D thing. It's really kind of cool. It's my 3D extra project for my card kit this time. So I'm going to go ahead and put this tray off to the side. Oh, I got to put my big shot down here. And let's just bring this over here. All right. And then we will go ahead and get started. I'm going to show you our little project today. See, look how cute this is. It's the bright reds and greens. It's just so festive and cheery. And anyway, so this is our little box. And you have a little bow that holds onto it. Take that bow off and the flap opens. And you can add whatever you would like in the box. I just put a candy bar. There's actually room for a couple candy bars. You could put small candy bars. You could put Ghirardellis in there. You could put, ooh, hang on. Let me get that. That would be kind of cute. Hang on, I'm just going to step away real quick. Real quick. I'm coming back. Let's see. I have it right here. Because I just thought of this. So you could put hot cocoa in there. I had these cool little hot cocoa packets, Irish cream hot cocoa packets. And you could put a hot cocoa packet in here. And you could also slip in a little peppermint spoon or a little stir stick or what have you. So you could put all sorts of stuff in there. There's that flap. And then it's also a card. Isn't that fun? I love it. So this is kind of the thing that you're going to give as a really fun little hostess gift or a gift at everybody's table setting. You know, it's a card, a box and a card, or a box, a box and a card. Card in a box, what have you. Anyway, let's make it. I'll stop talking. Hi, Judy. Hi, Bonnie. I'm so glad you guys could join me. But let's just make our little card in a box. Box and a card. Okay. You name it. What you're going to need. You're going to need, I'm going to use crumb cake. You're going to need a sheet of cardstock. And that measures, oh, and I need my cheat sheet here. Let me get that. That measures 6 by 10.5. So 6 by 10.5 is the crumb cake, your cardstock. And then you're also going to need another piece of crumb cake cardstock, and that measures 1.5 by 3. So this little piece is 1.5 by 3. Okay. Then we will need a piece of basic white, and the basic white is 2 3/4 by 5 3/4. So 2 3/4 by 5 3/4. And then I also have another piece of basic white that will measure 3 by 4. Okay, so those are the cardstocks that you're going to need. And then you're going to need your little 6 by 6 piece of designer series paper. And we're going to go ahead and cut that right away. All right. Because the first piece that you're going to need, and I'm going to use both sides of this because I'll tell you what, just wait till you guys see the cards. I love this little, oh, what am I thinking of? You know, swag. I love this little swag or bough of branches or what have you. I love that so much. I'm going to use that on my card. And I only need half of this card, so I'm going to pay attention to the one side. So I need a piece that is going to measure, but I love this side too, so that's why I'm going to do it. I need a piece that's going to measure 2 3/4. So I'm going to cut it because I'm for sure going to use that. So this is 2 3/4 by 5 3/4. 2 3/4 by 5 3/4. Okay, this little guy we don't need. All right, and then this is the side I'm going to use for that. All right, now I'm going to use this, and I'm going to cut off, let's see, what do I want to do? I am going to cut off, I think, probably about 1/2 inch off the top because I really just like that, this bow piece here. So that, whatever, I don't know. I might use it for something, I might not. And then this one will measure 2 3/4 also because this is going to be 3. I didn't say that. This is going to be 3, so I'm going to cut this down to 3 inches. Actually, no. I'm going to cut this down to 2 3/4 by 2 3. Hang on, I got to think for just one quick second. I think it's 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. Sometimes you make a project. Yes, I'm sorry. So I'm going to cut it down to 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. So, like I said, sometimes you make a project and you got to think, what did I do? There, because I want this little bow piece here. So this is what it is. 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. This is 2 3/4 by 5 3/4. And then I think I'm going to use this little scrap-a-doo for the inside of my card too. So I'm going to hold on to that guy too. And then this can just get put with the extras. And you know what? When you're making your cards, don't throw any of the extras away because all these little doodahs that you cut off, they come in handy for, you know, just embellishing, layering, you name it. So, like I said, 2 3/4 by 2 3/4 and 2 3/4 by 5 3/4. I keep that. So I'm going to put those off to the side. And let's start with this guy here. Let's start our scoring. And, you know, everybody I know kind of, you know, you think, oh, a box. Ooh. But don't think that. It's okay. This is an easy box, okay? It's not all that craziness. All right, so I'm going to score this. And I'm going to start at 1/2. Let's score the long way. Oops. Let's get that cutting blade out of there. So we're going to start at 1/2. And 1. I gotta pick it up. So 1/2, 1, 4, 4 1/2, and 7 1/2. Easy peasy. That's it. No horizontal folding, no nothing. How easy is that? So it's 1/2, 1, 4 inches, 4 1/2 inches, and 7 1/2. Okay, and we'll go ahead and we'll just do our little burnishing here. And you can fold it every which way, it doesn't matter. We'll get to which way it has to go when we get there. Okay, so here it is. This is it. This is your box and a card. So it's just like this. And then this will fold over. And here's your box. And here's your card. How easy is that? So let's get this kind of foldy over. And all you're going to do is stick this together, just like this. And I tell you what, I got this in a 3D swap a long time ago. And I save these projects, and sometimes, you know, you just kind of pull them out and think, that's fun to do. So, you know, save your samples. If you don't give them away, save them. And then it's always nice to come back to them. I am just going to use glue. And I know some of you don't really care for glue. You can use your tear and tape. There we go. You can use your tear and tape, but I'm just going to use glue today. Okay, and then this is just going to get stuck right onto that guy. I'm just going to stick my fingers in here and just hold it. And I'm going to hold it in place before I go into the middle. You know, we're going to have to go into that middle and really kind of push that down. But just hang on for a minute and just let it kind of stick, and then it's going to make it easier to manipulate. Then you can just take your bone folder and push down the middle, you know, and just that little 10-second rule of the green glue. You know, hold it for 10 seconds and then it's all good. So there you go. I mean, like, really, it can't get any easier than that, you know. All right, now we get to do some fun stuff here. Actually, we got to do a little bit more work in our box. Remember that little piece that is 1.5 by 3? We're going to take that and we're going to score that guy. And we are going to score him at 1/2 inch. And at 1 inch. Hard to do those little 1/2 inch and 1 inch. And, well, I'll come back to that. I'll just put this off to the side. So we'll just fold that, and we're going to clip those edges. Okay. And then he is going to be going to the bottom of our box and keeping that sealed. Okay. So once again, just get out some green glue. Just put a fine little layer. And another little fine layer on the other side. And we're just going to tuck him in the bottom. And because you're working with cardstock, you know, and it's kind of a nice little tight fit, you can kind of just hold it in place and it's going to seal down. Make sure that you got that in there. And then just kind of hold it. You can put your bone folder in there. It's not really long enough. I was going to grab my long ruler, but I guess I was using it when I was sitting down writing a tutorial, and I left it there. So, but it's okay because it's just going to stick. 10-second rule, and we should be good to go. So we got the bottom of our box. You're not sealing yet. Stick your bone folder in there. That really will help. Or, like I said, oh, how about a nice little long pencil? There. And just make sure that it is tucked down. There. Now I just had a nice long pencil, and now I feel better. Okay, now we need a little flap for it. I'm going to do that little white flap on there. Hi, Joan. I'm so glad you could join us. Okay, remember the white flap is a 3x4. Okay, and once again, we are going to score it at 1/2 inch and 1 inch. So the measurements are nice and repetitive. 1/2 inch and 1 inch. I love this card kit because it is like, you know, my quick and easy stuff. It's not a whole lot of putzing, and you can, and we're going to go ahead and clip that because that's going to go on the top. Okay, and it's only going to get stuck down to this side right here. Okay, it's not going to get stuck down to both sides because it's a flap. Okay, so we want it to stay open, so it's going to be like that. But with the laser cuts in this kit, it just makes everything go so nice and easy and looks so crisp and clean. So the only thing about this kit, and I'm going to just preface it, it's, so I had my projects all done. You know me, I stamp, oh, I should tell you what I'm doing. I'm just adhering it to this one edge in the back. So you can open it up and just kind of stick it on there. I guess I'm talking and doing two things at once. You're just going to stick it on there. And I'm just going to like hold it like that. And then once it kind of takes hold of it, then I'm really going to kind of put my bone folder in there and then stick it down. But anyway, what I was trying to say is, you know me, I do my best stamping like the day before. And I have been checking the Christmas tags and more every day for a couple weeks now, just to make sure that they were staying in stock. And then I did my projects on Wednesday. I was so excited because I got everything done. And that's another thing. You also know me that I usually don't get everything done. But I had all my stuff done on Wednesday. And I go on first thing on Thursday morning to order a product because I always order a bunch of it ahead of time. I know pretty much how many people usually get my kits. So I went to order it, and it went on back order without me even knowing. But it is going to be back. They say mid-November, but usually things come in back quicker than that. And so I'm not worried. I think usually I give myself a, 2.5 to 3 week timeline for my classes. And so that's just a little bit over the 2.5 weeks to 2.5 to 3 week timeline. So it will be ready by mid-November. And like I said, the projects are so fun and easy. You can make your Christmas cards in an afternoon, or your this can be one of your stacks of Christmas cards to make in an afternoon. So anyway, we got our flat. Now we can put our little candy bar or Irish cream or what have you inside. But we need to do some decorating. So let's go get out the rest of our kit and the rest of the pieces that we cut. And remember, we have little bows. Here we have the green and that little thing right there. And then we're going to get out our die cuts, and I'm going to show you more what I did with the die cuts. So this is just going to go right on front. And love the crumb cake with that bright greens and reds and such. You can use adhesive. I got my glue out, so I'm just going to go ahead and add my glue. I can just even leave that open. Pop that right on the front there. Okay, he's going to go just like that. All right. So you can leave him like that, or it depends on what you want to put on there. Oh, I think I kind of like that. I think I do. I think that's kind of cute. And it reminds me of a card that we made too. So I guess, like I said, it depends on what kind of die cuts you want to do on it. Or, do you want to hang an ornament off this little bow? Do you want to use it with a cardinal and put the cardinal right there? Let's think. Let me get my die cuts back and let's take a look at what we want to hang on there. There's these little boughs of, well, that's kind of cute with the little bells. There's the cardinal, and I did make a cardinal in the boughs. There also is an ornament, and we could hang an ornament from the tree. I don't know what to do. I think I'll do the bells. I'll do something different, and I think those bells are kind of cute. I'll do something different. We're going to keep our greetings out here, and we're going to keep our gems out here, and then we'll come back to all of that business. So let's go do our little bells hanging up like that. That's kind of cute. You know what? I'm going to change my mind. I am going to do an ornament. A cardinal. Oh, I could even do a stocking. Oh my God, am I driving you guys crazy by not knowing what I want to do here? No, not a stocking. But I'm going to do the cardinal. The cardinal's so pretty, and it's so pretty. It's nice and bright red. The bells are beautiful, but they're a little bit, a little muted. Okay, so, and I need this nice and bright. So let's, That's what happens when I want to do something different from my sample. Okay, so let's add that on there. Okay. And then let's pop up our cardinal. We'll put our cardinal on the front. He's so nice and bright red. Look how cute he looks on there. Actually, I think I might move him up just a little bit because I know I'm going to put some ribbon on there. Okay, and then let's get out a greeting. We can just add little merry and bright. That's kind of cute. Why not do that? And let me just, you know, I really just don't ever buy skinny dimensionals anymore because they just don't work with my big fingers. So I just cut the big ones. Okay, so we'll put a little merry and bright right up there. I love the greetings. You know, the camera doesn't do them justice. And then let's get some gems here. And we'll add like a little... I will warn you that I did use lots of red gems. I think I used all of my red gems. Because I love red. Okay, so there we go. My creative process is probably maddening to you guys. So anyway, we have the front, and then we'll add the ribbon in just a minute. All right. So let's finish the inside of our card, and that's where we're going to take that piece of white that was 2 3/4 by 5 3/4. Remember, I saved that little guy. Let's put him on there. And now the thing about, I'm just going to, to be totally frank with you, the thing about the ephemera pack is that it's really not necessarily inside and outside greetings, but so many of us do have Christmas greetings that we can mix and match. So if you don't want to use ephemera for the inside, just pop out some of your greetings that you might already have. I am going to use this from the inside, and it says, what did we say? We just said merry and bright from our home to yours. I'm going to put on the inside, from our house to yours. And that's when you can give a nice little yummy in there. So we'll put that in there. And then I want something on the top. And, when I was using my tags and more, I popped them out because you can see how easily they pop out. And when I have little scraps and things like that. So I popped them out, and then I just tucked them in a little bowl. And then I can kind of go through them as I'm looking what I want to use. And there's some candy canes. You know, I think what I will do is those little bells that I popped out. Where did I go with those? Let's use those. Oopsie. Here. I'm just going to pop those bells on there that I used. You could put a little present, you know, right down here at the bottom. There's other cute little, all sorts of little doodads. You could put a sprig of holly right here on the top. You name it. It's just fun to do. And that's where like the creative process comes in, you know, like Pat was saying. And you can personalize it for whoever you want. So then what I don't use, I just stuff right back in here. Some of those little scrapadoos I put in there as well. And now we can take the rest of this and finish our box with a card. So you're going to get, you know, to make one of these boxes with a card, all it generally does take is like a sheet of cardstock. So you can make more later. But let's get our ribbon out. And then the other cards, there's 4 designs, and you're going to make 2 of each. I would say we are going to need at least 16 inches. Maybe a little more. And then you could put a little piece of Velcro if you wanted to. I just kind of like the red ribbon. It just kind of brought everything together. But you totally can just stick it down. If you've got a lot going on the front of your box, just use a little piece of Velcro, or even though they have those little cute card magnets that you can get online that don't take up much room and they stay nice and flat. This is not something necessarily that you would send, you know, but you could put a gift card in here. A gift card with a candy bar. What else? The hot chocolate. I'm sure there's a lot of other things you could put in there. Yeah, but look how pretty that looks. Isn't that lovely? I love it. I love these kits that Stampin' Up! Has put together for us that just make our lives so much easier. It's too fun. And then, you know, they just have to slide it down and then open their box. And where's my other open box? Where did I go with that? It should be right here. Come on now. Right? Yeah. You guys, I'm losing my mind. What did I do with my other little box? For heaven's sakes. Okay, anybody see it? Hi, Judy. Better late than never, you know. You can always start from the beginning. For heaven's sakes, people, where's my box? Oh, here, it's under my things. Ay, ay, ay. Here's my original one. So this one, you can see I have a little piece of the background paper or the designer series paper. It's that little soft seafoam pattern. And then I added just the little poinsettia from our house to yours. Got the candy bar in there. And then, oh, I used the bells on that one too. And I just said, Happy Christmas. And, you know, I know we don't necessarily say Happy Christmas in the United States. Hi, Mary. But you totally can. You know, I know everybody, we do like to say Merry Christmas. Happy Christmas is more of a European thing, Great Britain type of thing. But hey, I find Christmas very happy. So I will definitely say Happy Christmas proudly. So anyway, these are the boxes. And so, like I said, you're going to be able to make one box with your kit. But here are the cards. And let's just go through the cards real quick. There's 2 designs, like I said, 4 designs, 2 of each, but I made different designs out of each one. Okay, so same layout, but a different. And so we have this pretty little ornament card with the inside just like that. Then we have a pretty little Christmas tree card. And I don't know, can you see those little sparkly gems on there? It's kind of hard, but just all those little touches of gold from the ephemera pack to the gems are super, super fun. Did that on the ornaments too. Maybe you can see it on the ornaments a little bit better, but really, really fun. Let's see, what else do we got here? We have 2 of these cards, just a little fun fold with the wreath. Bright and cheerful, an ornament. So you can see they're the same design, but just a different card. Then here are your 2 cards that you're going to get with the card and envelope pack. Okay, so these are a larger presents card. Here's that cardinal again. These are a larger presents card. They are 6 inches by 4 1/4. They come with the envelope, which is really kind of nice. You're going to get white envelopes for the rest of the cards, but these are kind of fun. So if you wanted to do the add-on, you could just add on the whole pack and not just get 2, but you get the whole pack for an extra 10. And then here is the one I did with the ornaments. Aren't they fun? It's just so fresh and crisp, and I had a blast making these. So there's that. And then I have, of course, oh, that's what I needed, a gift card. I made a gift card here. I'll just use this little thing for a gift card. We'll fake a gift card here. Nope, it's not going to fit. But anyway, these are gift card holders. That's what I was going to do before I started. These are gift card holders. So they open up, and then there's a little gift card holder inside here. And then your card does open up inside here. And you have so many of those little die cuts that you can add them to the inside of the card too. So super fun. And then here's one with the little stockings. And these 2 little things are, oopsie, these 2 little things are the tags. And so I just put the tags on the front and added the ephemera pack, and you can see the little gold sequins. And then here, oh, I didn't put anything on the inside. I should have done that. But here's the gift card holder right here. So you can just tuck your little gift card in there. So 2 gift card holders, boxes, that. You're going to get gems, half a pack of gems. You're going to get the half a pack of the ephemera pack. I keep mine ephemera pack in my plastic carrying cases because they do pop out. And you don't want to lose any of those. So keep those nice and tidy. And then we have the whole pack. And this is just a fraction of the whole pack because you're getting 8 sheets of each pattern of designer series paper, a whole pack of that. So 40 sheets of, no, 8 times 4 is 32 sheets of paper, and then you're going to get 4 sheets of the little die cuts. So lots and lots and lots of fun to have with this kit. You can make your tags, you can, you're going to be able to create and create and create for a while. So anyway, if you would like this kit, like I said, the kit is $38, $8 for shipping. If you would like to add on the extra cards, that would just be an extra $10. Okay, and then you get 10 extra cards. Otherwise, you're going to get everything to make 1 box and 4 cards. It's not going to come out until mid-November. If the paper does come in even earlier, I will definitely get it out earlier. But we're going to leave it open for a couple of weeks anyway, because we always do. So you can just email me, text me, message me if you would like to get this Christmas and more tags to go, class to go. And just email me or message me, and we will get you down. And don't forget about the free shipping today. Take advantage of free shipping. And other than that, hey, have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. It looks kind of nice and sunny and very autumnal-like with the temperatures in the 50s here in Wisconsin. So I'm ready for it. It was fun to pull out my sweaters. I finally wore a sweater yesterday. So anyway, take care. Have a wonderful weekend. Shoot me a message if you need to. Otherwise, I'm not sure about next week. I will let you know. It is Halloween on Friday, and I do have my little guy he's going to be going trick-or-treating and whatnot. But maybe I can get something in the morning. yeah, Facebook Live in the morning, but I will keep you posted. So watch your Facebook group for a little message. And if not, I for sure will see you the next week. But anyway, take care, everybody. Have a wonderful weekend. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.